It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. Let's see, yesterday I went to San Francisco to see Will Durst, and if you go to spinningplatters.com and search for Will Durst, or as they say for commercial sites, go to spinningplatters.com, keyword Will Durst, and you can read the review that I wrote. It's almost as long as the one I wrote for the Gary Shandling thing, and it would have been longer probably, but the big problem is at the Eureka Theater you're not allowed to take notes because the light is distracting to the performers, they say. So I had to remember everything, which is how reporters used to do things when they couldn't take notes, I guess, I don't know. And I still was able to churn out 700 words, and that's all I want. My motto in college was I could write 700 words about anything and 3,000 words about volleyball. And it's still true. So what more could you possibly want in life? I don't know. So hang on a second, we're going to miss this traffic light. Yes, much better. Okay. So, I left work and I drove to the Millbury BART station, and traffic was kind of bad, but not too bad. 280 north, after work, right lane is still the fastest. BART was not a big deal. I walked up Davis Street to get to the Eureka Theater, and about halfway up, the road was closed, so I had to take battery the rest of the way, and everything in this area, I guess this is the financial district, everything is closed. So I was going to get coffee, couldn't get coffee. Went to Safeway, and even though there was a Starbucks right outside the Safeway, that was actually enough. There was no Starbucks inside the Safeway. I was shocked. So I bought a Coke Zero, which was annoying because I can drink Coke Zero for free at work. But I wanted something with just enough caffeine to get me through. I'm having a huge caffeine withdrawal headache because I had so much caffeine in Utah. Oh, the irony. And I was having trouble concentrating. We played volleyball at work before I left for the show. I played like shit because I had a really bad headache and I couldn't concentrate. After 4 games, I was like, that's enough, guys, I'm taking off. And one guy was like, wow, already? I was like, I'm not playing well, I can't focus. So there you go. We did go 2-2, and we probably would have won the 5th game. We probably did win the 5th game after I left. We never got up to 6s, but we had a lot of 4-on-4, 5-on-5. Just a little bit of 3-on-3 at the beginning. So the nicer weather and the later sunsets will help us have better games as the year progresses. It's just going to get better from here, folks. The days won't be this short again until probably November. So, you know, let's enjoy it. And then in a month, when we move the clocks ahead an hour, forget about it. We'll be playing volleyball until 6:30 every night. And then later, and then later, and then later. So, and plus because it was a little bit warmer, and because I had been in Utah. Wait, oh, you little bastard. Oh, my God. Alright, so that was some guy trying to pull over to the side of the road, but he decided to come to a complete stop before he would begin his parallel parking activity. And I couldn't get over to the other lane because this asshole in a CRV was in my blind spot, which isn't really my blind spot because I don't have any, but if I had a blind spot, that's where it would have been. And of course, he got to make the light at Hicks and I didn't, but I'll probably catch up to him at Meridian, and all will be well, and it'll be the Nelson month, ha-ha, for him. Find out shortly. His lights aren't even on. It's foggy, for Christ's sake. It's dangerous not to have your lights on. You don't see me doing dangerous shit out here. So anyway, Will Durst was very funny. Before Will Durst was this comedy troupe called Killing My Lobster, or similar. I don't remember, but you can read about it in my review on Spinning Platters, keyword Will Durst. I wrote more about them than I did about him, but they played for longer than him and they weren't as good. It was like very Midwest humor. It was all white people trying to be different types of people, so Carlos Mencia, basically. Well, they did make fun of Carlos Mencia, which is one of the best parts. It's humor without wit. It's like orange juice without pulp. There's no fiber, and I just couldn't really get into it because it's like these jokes are all from 20 years ago. They did Soviet jokes, for crying out loud. Come on, you can't just rebrand them as Russian jokes. Those were Soviet jokes. It was just, I mean, they did everything but call someone gay, and they probably only don't do that because the group is from San Francisco. It wasn't intolerant, it just wasn't funny. Like, I don't want to act like I'm offended by, like, the woman dressed up as a Chinese woman or the woman dressed up as a, you know, a Soviet, whatever. No, it's nothing like that. It wasn't offensive, it just wasn't funny. So, You know, but everyone laughed really loud. They laughed just as loud for Will Durst, so either they were drunk, which they probably weren't because there's no 2-drink minimum. I don't know. Read more at spinningplatters.com, keyword Will Durst. Will Durst was awesome. I really recommend that you see Will Durst if you get a chance. If you're very on the right, it may not work out so well for you because he does tend to rail on them a little more. But he does pick on liberals too, just not as much. But you know, like I said, read the review. Spinningplatters.com, keyword Will Durst. D-U-R-S-T. Not Fred Durst, Will Durst. I'm proud of myself. I wrote the entire review. I did not make a single Fred Durst reference. I'm very proud of that. Wait a minute. Yes, that's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email Joel at joelshitshow.com.